Are you on there? Am I on? Okay, so what we are doing today is this little piece called Leeches. And what we're going to do is we're going to read, you can read a sentence or two, read as much or as little as you like, but everybody reads today. And then as we go around, we're going to start talking about what is the conflict, what's the problem, and then when we get done, we're going to go up here and map it out for everybody. Okay? Everybody got that? Yeah. So we'll just start right here, and we'll just keep going around. Where's your name tag? Okay, get it back. Get yourself a name tag. So if you don't have a name tag right now, make that happen. Where's your name tag? Don't make me do this individually. Get a name tag. Make a name tag. If you don't have one, make one right now. Okay, turn it. So now what I want to do is I want to go over, Gwen, if you're going to get that in it, make sure you I want to go over mapping out the story, okay? So I want direct language from the story here. So what's the conflict? And I want you to give me a line from the story. Look at the story. You got to look at the story now. So go back to the beginning and look at the story. Ryan, give me the line that is the conflict.
We were all crazy to see that boy's body.
Yeah, awesome. We were all crazy to see that boy's body. Now, this is one thing I'm going to do with you guys all year long. It's always going to be go back to the text, go back to the text. Whatever ideas you have about a piece, is it there? Is it actually in the book? Is it actually in the piece we read? So you've got to kind of put your finger on exactly where it came from, right? Okay, now what's a piece of rising action? And I want Daniel, give me a piece of rising action, something that happens, not long after we were all crazy to see that boy's body. So this is rising action.
When they noticed there was leeches in the pool.
Okay, so I want the line from the story. So show me that. First they went swimming, right? So there's a couple of different things, right?
They spotted the water.
And that's the line?
It was about 9:30 when Teddy and Chris saw water.
Okay, it was about 9:30. It was 9:30 when Teddy, what's the rest of it? First saw water?
And Chris
saw water.
And Chris saw water. All right, excellent. Then the part about the leeches, right? Well, then there's the playing in the water, right?
Yeah.
Okay? So what's that line?
We played around in the water for almost a half an hour.
Around in the water?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when Gordy sees it on Teddy, what's that? What's that line?
When his legs were up in the air, I saw that they were covered in blackish gray lumps, just like the one I had seen on Chris's shoulder. They were big leeches.
So I did little taking some things out, but his legs were covered with leeches. And then what is the real climax? It's not when Teddy has them, right?
It's actually Virgo has it.
Right, so give me that line. So we've got conflict, rising action, now we're at climax.
I got.
First, in my fingers, I pulled it off my.
Okay, wait a minute, you're gonna have to do that louder. Say it again.
Okay. It burst in my fingers as I pulled it off, and my blood ran down the side of my face and into my ear and the hamstring.
That's a little after though, right?
I brushed my hair away from my ear, and that's when I felt the big one.
Okay, that's it. I brushed my hair away from my ear. Big one. And then I would say the blood what was part of that line? Maya, blood,
Ran down the side of my face and into my ear.
yeah, round down. Okay, so found it, you know, the blood, right? And then falling action. What's the falling action? I kind of have that up here with the climax because I think, ooh, he finds it in his ear. Oh, it burst everywhere, right? So that's a little bit on the tilt, I think. What's the come down from that? What's next, Colin?
Vern ran up to me, still bare. Are they off me, Gordy?
Yeah.
Have they all gone?
So are they off me? So this is from Vern. So he's still on that, right? Meanwhile, what's Gordy doing?
Crying.
He's crying, right? So Gordy cries. And then what? What's our resolution? What's the last sentence?
They looked back at the birds leeching lying on the ground.
That's good. So what's the...
I looked back at the birds leeches lying on top of the flattened grass where we had to dance and scream and mock our lives.
Dance and scream. First leeches, dance and scream. Right. Yes. And that is the resolution. Okay? So everybody got that, how that works on a really short piece, you can see. Because your papers are going to be more like that. Less like Mean Girls, right? It's not going to be like, you're not writing me a novel. You're writing me a short piece. Okay? You're going to do a story about something that happened to you this last summer. Okay? All right, so there's that. We also have some other things. We have characters. And that was Gordy, who was our narrator.
Burn.
Vern, Teddy, and Chris.
Vern, Teddy, and Chris. And he does a good job of sort of describing them too, doesn't he? He doesn't have very long. But you do find a little out about kind of each one of those characters. And we're going to look at characterization next class. We're going to look at the things that I want you to include, and one of those things is character description. We're going to get there, okay? All right. We good on this?